Thank you so much. We're shining the spotlight of health next up on our four-legged friends. Now, in areas where large amounts of dogs congregate, it can be common for them to contract something called kennel cough, and that really isn't pleasant for your pooch. Now, this morning, Dr. Mats is back to tell us a little bit more about this respiratory disease, what you should know, and how you can cure it.
Now, if your dog is hacking away or constantly making noises that make it sound like he's choking on something, he may have a case of kennel cough. Well, what is that, you may ask? That's why we have Dr. Mats, a technical specialist from MSD Animal Health, the makers of BRAVCETO, to give us some insight into this infection. And once again, thank you for being with us, Dr. Mats.
Pleasure.
So, kennel cough, what is that?
Essentially, kennel cough is an upper respiratory infection. It can be a virus or a bacteria or a combination of both. But essentially what you get is an animal that has that hacking cough, as you described. We often call it goose honking in veterinary science. And that's one of your classic signs.
Yeah. And does it only affect dogs that have been to kennels?
No, it's actually what we call a misnomer. The kennel cough doesn't mean that you only get it in kennels.
Yeah.
In fact, it's an airborne disease. So any animal that comes into contact with another animal, or even 4 or 5 blocks away, you can have an animal that coughs, and then the other animal actually gets infected.
Yeah. So what are those first symptoms that you need to look out for where you think then, well, my dog may then have kennel cough?
I think the first one is the coughing, the consistent coughing. It's usually a non-productive cough, so there's no discharge coming out.
Okay.
Some of the animals, if they do get worse, they do develop an eye and a nose discharge, and they may have a fever. And maybe later on it can develop into a more severe condition like a pneumonia.
Yeah, and I'm assuming once again, as always, once you see those symptoms coming to the fore, contact your veterinarian.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you make sure that you join us for our next informative segment with BRAVCETO, where we continue this discussion on kennel cough.
So there we have it. Extend the picture of health for your dog, and you could get in line to win awesome prizes with Expresso and BRAVCETO. 3 lucky winners per week will walk away with a year's supply of BRAVCETO, and all the weekly winners go into the grand prize draw to win a BRAVCETO hamper and 5,000 Rand cash. So visit the BRAVCETO South Africa Facebook page or expressoshow.com to find out more.
Your extraordinary pet, you need extraordinary care. Give your dog 12 weeks protection against ticks and fleas in just one tasty treat with BRAVCETO.